Was good. Got off work for the day. Worked a little late. I was hoping to start streaming at 5, but that didn't happen. However, we're here now, and the plan for today is to see how close we can get to getting the full Starry Bee setup. So we got 1 star in the last episode, which was awesome. However, in order to get the full Starry Bee, we're gonna have to do that 17 more times, which now that we have the infrastructure for it, shouldn't be too difficult, right? Going from this to the Starry Bee really shouldn't be that bad. However, it's going to take a little bit of time. So I think what I'm going to start with doing is making sure I have a list of everything you need for the full quantum computer multi-block. Quantum computer multi-block parts. This one maxed out as a 7x7. Here we go. That's what we want. So I'm going to write down these real quick. And that's what we're going to start today's stream off with. We're going to start building the quantum computer multi-block. Otherwise, this will take ages. 218. Quantum computer structures. Then 123 computer accelerators. 1 computer core. 1 quantum computer multi-threader. Right? And that should be everything. Extra storage and data entangler redundant and unused. Okay, perfect. That's what we want. So, from here, it should be pretty easy. Now, one thing I didn't check. Give me 2 seconds here. I want to go back. This one. That. Lives. 2021. Perfect. Okay. Then that one, that one. I think that's it. Save. What's up? How's it going? Scared list for the quantum. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're getting the quantum computer first. That's the first thing we need. And then once we have that, it should make building a whole lot of the other items a lot quicker, just because it can craft things quicker. So that's what we're going to start with, and hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully. So probably search for a computer. Quantum computer storage. That didn't list it as part of it. Computer structure, computer accelerator. Cores, multi-threader. Okay. So, quantum computer core. I need 1 of those. Quantum computer accelerators. I need 123 of these, right? So that's next. Oh, it's not going to like my sand. There it goes. I thought you'd already built it with how far your progress is. You know what? You would think that, but I have made it this far only using the single block quantum computer, right? Yo, John just caught up on the entire playthrough. That's awesome. So this computer core right here is the only thing I've used thus far. So then I'm going to need to make some patterns for computer structure. Multi-threader. So I guess I don't have that. That's a crystal assembler, right? Crystal assembler. I almost think I do. That's a reaction chamber, circuit slicer, crystal assemblers. I don't, sure enough. All right, we'll add that in there. Come back to here. Throw this guy in here. Yeah, what's up, Cryptex? How's it going? So the one core, the accelerators, we started both of those. 128 quantum computer structure. Or 218. 218 of those. And then one multi-threader. There it goes. Okay. Hopefully it should do all of that. You're bored at work. I feel that. I knew it's going strong with the core of the quantum computer, but not this strong. Yeah. You can, I mean, you can do basically all of it. The only thing that took a little while, and the reason I'm doing this is because there's some recursive crafts that just take a very long time because they're not very accelerated. So like making the Omega upgrades for productive bees or some things like that that require a lot of crafts inherently. Been taking quite a bit of time. Okay, so that's not quite as many as we want. That's done. I need like 5 more of these. Only 218. I need 123. Maybe it wasn't done. And then I just need one of those, and then we're looking at 218 of these. We're getting there, though. CB, catching up on the entire playthrough, though, is kind of crazy. That's kind of wild. Oh. Yeah, how's everybody doing on this beautiful Monday? It's incredibly clouded and overcast here, which I prefer because it makes it not as hot. Where I live, it gets incredibly hot all the time. But hopefully it's been a good Monday for everybody so far. Quantum computer time. I'm loving it. Had to get that out of the way. I needed more speed. I feel that, especially for some of the stuff you're doing. I mean, for better or worse, I was scraping by doing the bare minimum here. And it has been working, right? It's been working, functional. But it was time to level up a little bit. And make it hot there, but at least you have seasons. That's true. That's true. Some of the seasons we prefer to not have, but like there was a year where we had 2 years ago, we had 50 days straight. No, it wasn't quite 50. I think it was like 48 days straight of 100-degree plus weather, where the highs were 100 degrees or more. And then 4 months later, February, I guess it'd probably be closer to 6 months later, we had Snowmageddon, is what we called it, where everything turned to snow and it was like negative temperatures outside. So that was fun. Okay, I think I have everything you need for it. And by negative, I mean like we were down to like -2 Fahrenheit, which is kind of ridiculous for us. But we survived it. All right, give me a stick because I'm not about to do this. Stick. Perfect. That's awesome. We get 110 degrees for the majority of the year, then 70s for the others. That's funny. Weather's always nice here and most rainstorms. That's awesome. We get too hot and semi-hot. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be an issue because I'm going to hate that. So what we're going to do is come down a block. I got to have these at least semi-even in order for this to make any sense at all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're just going to drag this all the way over. And then, the problem is I got to do a ring around the bottom. And then I should be able to do the stick off of that. Right? Yeah. So that should be 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that one will be filled in. But then I get the accelerators. And it shouldn't matter where in here these are. But we're going to put the other 2 at the bottom for the sake of doing that. That is not what I wanted to do. I really was going to put those other guys in my offhand, so I placed them down instead. These guys here. Yeah.
Lex Unam says, you hating it. Imagine us who notice stuff before you. There
should be 2 empty. There are 2. You hating? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And then I should be able to... Whoa. Oh, it's because they all wanted to hear. Quantum. Yep, those guys. Gonna say, what the heck? Perfect. Then all we gotta do... We're going to grab a couple of these because I'm lazy and I don't think it's going to matter. So we're just going to put that right there. Snag it. We're going to run up the top real quick and connect it in. Yo, what's up, Elder? How's it going? I actually was able to catch a little bit of your streams this weekend. I believe I watched you unfortunately massacre a very large number of water bees on accident. And that was heartbreaking. But I hope you're doing well. New day, right? I also watched the community playthrough. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, that was good fun. We still have that server going, and Lex has been doing a bunch of stuff on there. The worst part is summer. I can't wait for the new base design, possibly special thing for those. I just wish it was 4th because I'm trying to do something good. 3's hard, matrix computer and quantum computer. Yeah, it's fair. That's fair. You can just connect it to the matrix. I could have. It would have tied it in just fine. But now we have that. And I think I might have to break this guy so it doesn't try to use it. So I'm going to do this, set this back down. And then I'm going to have to put this back in here. And then I believe, yeah, I have to retie everything to that. It probably would have been smarter just to not have done that. But here we are. Whatever. We've already done it. So throw that back over in there. I really don't care where it goes, but we'll put it there. All right. Hopefully that's better. So if I think there's one more pattern I want to make real quick. Singularities. Here's the problem. I need to make all of these singularities. There was some way to automate the ultimate crafting table, right? Linking the building gadget. I don't have it on me, but I will need to do that eventually. You're right. The relics were too strong. Yeah. Your poor bees. Okay, so what I want to do, what I'm really going for is try to make some of these ultimate singularities first. The shadow glaive, yeah, that happens. Okay, so if I were to try to automate this, I would have to have a pattern that has all of those things in it. Push it to here and then also pipe it out. So pattern provider, right? And set it here. And then I'm just going to do that. This is the worst idea in the world, and I get it. It's so inefficient. But I saw that I had an unused one up here like 2 seconds ago. So we're just going to tie it right in there. And then we're going to go back to it. I'm going to see if I can pipe from there into a chest of some sort. And then we're just going to get 2 pipes. This guy, grab a couple of those, some item pipes as well. I'm going to need one to be right here, so we'll disconnect it. We will pull from here to push into there. And then this one's going to pull from here to push into there.
Just pull it from the other 2 blocks to the left of it, John. Stop torturing us.
You have a thing to connect stuff. Just pull it from the other 2 blocks to... Yeah, but I want a different pattern provider, and I don't like cables. I don't like cables, but I love pipes. That's what we're going to say. Automating this broke your brain. Is it that hard? Surely it's not that bad, right? Hopefully not. All I'm thinking is I'm going to make a pattern for this guy that includes all of those, and then put it in here, and then this should automatically put it into the diamond chest, which should hopefully pull it all into there. And then this guy I should really only have to filter to only pull this guy, and that's it, right? I'm sure that thing only accepts in the top. Does it? I mean, we'll give it a shot. Actually, I can't. We'll tell it to make one, but it's going to spend 8 hours crafting all of the others, I think. Trying to keep it compact and didn't know it needed a buffer chest to send to the table. Gotcha. Do you know if it has to send to the top or the bottom of the table? So now what's going to happen is this automation is going to run for another 45 minutes. And the only thing that's going to speed that up is by time wanding this, but it doesn't make any of the ingots go in any faster. So we agreed only one of those matters. So then it's got copper loaded up, ready to go. Don't think it matters? Okay. Well, in that case, it's going to start doing that. That's fine. I don't mind if you wait 50 minutes to load it into AGS. I don't think I'm quite going to wait that long, but I hear you. All of that's available. So it's making all of the dust right now, which should theoretically be all happening right here. So this should help some. And then... oh, yeah. So to make the steel ingots, it's still hammering all of the iron down, I think. All right. Well, that's working there. So singularities are going to be part of what we need to do. For the star, though, we are also going to need quite a few other things. So with our compass, do I have patterns for these things? Wither compass. If I wanted to make 17 of these, all I need is more blocks of charcoal and more wither prediction. It's not hard. I have hostile neural networks here somewhere. There we go. And it should have some wither predictions in it. It's not the one I want. That's also not the one I want. I also don't know if I want to sit here and just try to pull each wither one out. That's going to take forever. I don't know how I did this, but I have 2 instances open, one of ATM and one of ATM TTS. I mean, you should theoretically be able to do that. Your computer might blow up.
Says, I did a ton of stuff in the server. We have a giant ball that if touched it can obliterate like 256 chunk radius. So I placed it in the middle of T.
You placed it in the middle of the base? That's hilarious. That's pretty good. Okay, so... I don't know really, I mean, because it's all automated, right? So I'm just going to sit here and wait for the wither ones to come through and then just snag them. Every time I tried, it would tell me Minecraft is already running. I mean, that's a good point. That is interesting, though. Because, I mean, technically, they have to be 2 separate instances. Are there 2 withers? I feel like there should be. Yeah, there are 2 withers. They're just coming through really slow. Time wand. Oh, that's actually a really good idea. So then I should get like 8 of those in here all at once. 13, 17. Perfect. So that should be enough of those. So now all we need are the blocks of charcoal, which I have 60 of.
At least there's no more monkeys. I mean bugs messing with it.
That's funny. Just gonna create a whole bunch of these. Charcoal. Oh, that's the blocks. But theoretically, that should create the charcoal. I don't remember if it actually does or if it just makes normal coal. It also might take a while for it to even get time to get in here, because of how slow A2 pulls all that stuff out. But that's fine. That was actually a really good suggestion to time on the one with the wither. That made that go a lot faster. The other thing I could go ahead and do, now that I'm thinking about it, is add all the blocks that go in around. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unobtainium blocks. So Unobtainium blocks. I want 7 times 17. Ooh, that was almost too much. There we go. Let me just take all of those. And then we should split them out into sections of 17. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7.
Lex Unam says, if only Torrid Sun or Lex Unam already had suggested a way to accelerate the melting of the furnace, but John don't want to listen.
Jeez, okay. No, you're right. I could do that. 1, 2, so it skips 2, and then on each edge in the bottom corner. Bottom corners. And then it skips 2, so right there, that's all correct. All right. So now we do the same thing, only for vibranium this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, still 7. Vibranium. So 7 times 17. Then those ones are basically in a smiley face. 1 out from there, and then that's the center of that.
If you make the pattern of the star, it will tell how many of each one do you need.
Yes, it will. But I haven't done that yet. 17. And then all of these are just in like a smiley face here, I think. I'm trying to just set it all out. That may not be the best way to do it, I'm realizing, but that all looks correct. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, all the modium. All the modium. I need 19 times 17. Start that up. Grab all of that. Why do I hear a witch? So that should be 9. Which would mean 2 lines of that would be 18. And I want 19, is that what we said? Get all of these to 17. Close enough. 17. And there. All right, we got them all. I posted the Discord gen. Okay, I'll take a look at it. So this just connects everything together basically. So it goes above the smile and then 3 there and 3 there. Okay. 2, 3. There. There. Then we set above the smile, right? 2, 3, 4. Something there's wrong. Unless I just didn't count right. No, that's all right. 1, 2, 3. So I just need 1 more stack of 17.
Lex Unam says, it says you have Minecraft already running BCS. It runs the game base and it shows. It should not be an issue if the PC is good. Is fine if you know.
Gotcha. Okay. I think that's all the base stuff, right? So then we just got... Okay, so these 2 need to come down 1. So there and there. And then everything else is mostly singularities. And then the extra items we need for the star. So we're getting there. Need more RAM to keep it stable, though. That's fair. So how long we think this is going to run? Okay, so that's just taking time. And speed that up, and that one will be done. Ultimate singularity. Oh, we're down to the end of it here, though. We got aluminum. So we got like 6 or 7 more, and then it's got one of those finished. I think once those singularities are done, I'm going to try to do the other singularities. Did I get the charcoal back? I'm going to assume I did. Charcoal blocks. I don't remember how many of those I needed. Wither compass. I need 183 charcoal blocks. So we should make a pattern for that, right?
Lex Unam says, you can just automate one of each in each different table so is faster.
That is actually a really good idea. I think it might take some time to set up, but I do like that. Charcoal block. That pattern. Throw that back in here. And then I should now just be able to make the wither compass. Instead of trying to manually do stuff. 17, we'll start that one up. That'll be that piece done. We got here anything important? Okay. All right. Yo, what's up, Tortin? How's it going? Here we go. 4 of the wither compasses are done. Where does the wither compass go in here? Right there. Philosopher's Fuel. How hard is that? How close are we on that one? Philosopher's Fuel. I didn't even make a pattern for that one. Pattern coding. This guy. That's a lot more sentient enders I got to make. I didn't think about that. I don't want to. Those are kind of a pain. Especially with the setup I have. So if I wanted to make 17 of these, it's mostly just sentient enders. The chaos shards I can do. Eclipse ember blocks I'll need. Empowered canola seeds and the connecting glass. How am I missing connecting glass? That one should be really easy. Just automate them? How on earth do you... sentient enders? I still have to at least go get like all of the witch souls manually, right? I don't know if there's a way to automate that. This guy finally done? Not that guy. This guy? Technically, you can automate it all. A witch spawner and a clicker will work. Yeah, you can do that. That's fair. Now that I'm thinking about it, that, is it this wand? No, it's not. It's the other wand. This one. The polymorphic one is set up for a witch. Yeah, okay, so I can just turn everything into a witch. So now I just need some soul vials. So it's going to take 2. I'm making 17. How many more soul vials can I make? Vials. Dark fused quartz. Okay, I just want to make a pattern for this, I think. And then I'm doing 17 times 2, that's 34. So 34 minus 9. 25 of them. This should be right. Issue of the witch is MBT, so it's best to make it passively created instead of requesting. That's fair. The other thing is I can just take all these soul vials and then just throw them through. It's not difficult in any way. Let all that cook up real quick. Just enough to make the 17 stars more. Exactly. So that's all 34 of those, which should be the exact number I need for all 17 stars. Then we're going to fly off here. We're going to turn the spawner on. We're going to turn a whole bunch of mobs into witches. And then just grab them all. What? Thank you. How did it... Okay, so if it's set to the right thing, how did it not turn into the right thing the first try? That one wasn't a witch, was it? Nope, it was not. Can I refill it? I cannot. Alright, trash that. I'm gonna need one more. Oh, I just set it to a zombie. Hold up. Set it back to that. Full vial, which... I'm picking up so much extra crap. I gotta turn that off. I think I just did it again. I did. I just switched it again. Okay. Can I keep placing the same one down and picking it back up? Does that count? It looks like it counts. The babies can't be enjoy your food. Hey, what's up, Falling Past Stars? I'm doing great. What's up, Jada? How are you? All right, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this might be the glitch. However, it's working. If I just place this guy down, is that not how that's supposed to work? I just have a feeling that's not how that's supposed to work, but it is working. Okay. All right. Because the soul vial is supposed to lose what it has in it whenever you place it down, right? This is supposed to effectively act like a creature catcher. Don't mind me just exploiting the heck out of it. I can put those up. Not going to need that right now. I'm just going to probably go ahead and make a whole bunch of the sentient. The Ender. These guys. Oh, we already have a bunch of the Fascinators. Let's take them up there and let's get these things rocking and rolling real quick. And then go in here and have one of those and one of these. I wish I could put like a whole stack in there. Yo, what's up, dude? I'll see you. How are you? Glitch abuser. Before it gets nerfed. Go black screen. That's funny. Did any of y'all watch the enchanting video by Bucket Street this week? Because let me tell you, that was pretty cool. I feel like it is once again just a fantastic example of something not being fully configured the way all the mods probably wants it to. Yeah. The enchanting one. It was pretty good. Plus, he just puts so much effort into his videos. I thoroughly enjoy watching. So why is it? Oh, it is charging. No, it's not. Is it? Why is this guy not charging back up? Throw that in there. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want that back. Then I would like just some more of them. I don't know how many. 25 more, I think is what it was. There, we'll do that. Should make me some more. I've got 7 right now. I need 34 total. So we're getting close. I should have the space now where I could keep doing this. Perfect. So now I just need these guys to finish up and we should be good to go. It looks like charcoal may have flatlined a little bit. Which it should just be in here, right? I just want normal oak logs. Give me 1,000 of them real quick. Gonna run them through. Why is it not giving the charcoal back? Scheduled 54. All right, just cancel that real quick then. And then tick accelerate this real quick. And that, not that I'm sure you need it. All right, got all my ender resonators now. Now we can just keep going. Ortec Enchanting, Bucket Street's latest video. Yeah, it was really good. Like I said, I've really been enjoying the playthrough from Big Jim, the Civilist one. It's pretty crazy. And then I also have been really enjoying watching Bucket Street's videos lately because he's been getting into some of the more broken stuff, which, as y'all know, is sort of right up my alley. I've been enjoying those a lot. So, as far as IO configuration, can I tell it to push pull? Okay, so we're actually getting power now and stuff. We'll go back in. Wait 40 minutes while the game loads. That's funny. The speed of it's slow. It's a flux card. Yeah, I think it was just because I had it disabled though. Which is fine. I don't mind that much. I just have to finish working through all of these. Is there a faster way to, like, if I stuffed all of this into a, what are they called? Not a funnel. What are they called? A hopper? Would it just continue to push all this stuff in here until it was good to go? Don't auto eject there because it will send the XP back into the system. That's right, it will. So we want this just to just pull. That way it keeps power. Got it. Awesome. Hopper should work. Time wand this. I somehow forgot that that could be time wanded. Somehow. But boy, you were right about that. Okay, take all 13 of those, throw them back in here. How many sentient enders do we have? Sentient enders, 32. How am I missing 2? Soul vials with a witch, and then one other soul vial.
Trying to tell you, I can automate it with SFM. Sadly, there's an issue with it. Will send 2 of it to the wrong side.
Ah, gotcha. I love SFM. SFM is probably one of my favorite mods. So I should have all 34 for that now. All 34 sentient enders. How about those canola seeds? Canola seeds. I've got 6 of the empowered ones. Crystallized canola seeds, normal canola seeds. Can you buy these from somewhere? Just normal canola seeds? Get them from sieving dirt. Or from growing them, I can only assume. John really got converted to the Church of SFM. Yeah.
Wait 40 minutes while it loads.
Let's see. Not that. Canola seeds. So I've got 6 of the empowered ones, but I don't remember how many I'm going to need. I just need 1 per. So I need 11 more. For the empowered ones, the crystallized in the middle, 4 around the outside. But I'm not going to have enough for that. So I definitely need more. Which means I'm going to probably be hoeing 1 block in the ground real quick. And then also getting... Actually, I have a little spot over here. Are they not sold in the market? Oh, they are. That's so much easier. Thank you. Fantastic suggestion. All right, so now I've got plenty of canola seeds. Now, how do I make the crystallized ones? Canola. The crystallized ones are ones that gone through an atomic reconstructor. That's super easy. We'll fly over here real quick. Make sure my magnet's off. Turn that on real quick. Take half a stack, toss it. Perfect. Then fly up here to this guy, and I'm taking half a stack into each one of these. And then the crystallized ones. Did I not get more crystallized ones? Did it not crystallize them? Am I going crazy? Crystallized. Oh, it put them in here. when it picked it up. Got it. Okay. That makes so much more sense. All right. So now I just got to wait for enough of these to finish. Yeah, that market idea was fantastic. Kind of ashamed that I didn't think of it myself. I got plenty of those now. So theoretically, if I were to try to make the Philosopher's Fuel now and make 17 of them, Chaos Shards, Eclipse Ember Blocks. Do I legit not have those? Eclipse, Mr. C, Eclipse Ember Blocks. Full stack of them. That's more than enough. So, Chaos. Oh, I just have. Okay. Wait, I'm not even getting them in. Oh, they updated all of the, interesting. Mitch, how you fought the Chaos Dragon? Was there a way to cheese it? No, I did it normally. I did it the normal way. If you want to find out a way to cheese it, Game with Flame did a speed run in under 10 hours, or about 10 hours. Voldemort's into the sky, and he has the way to cheese it.
Push the labels prob back to the SFM.
Kind of what I was thinking. Or these guys just aren't making any. Oh, it is just one. So it is pulling the Chaos Cone blocks now. Go back through here. Back updated with a new SFM version. Nice. Yeah, it is. It looks pretty nice. I like it. So now Chaos Shards. Chaos. So we're up to... Is it being exported somewhere? It's being exported somewhere. Where would I be putting these? Where would I... Why would I... Chaos Bee... Spawn Egg... Small frat... Okay, so... Hold up. Missing 5 Chaos Shards. There's one. Is it just coming in really slowly, not exporting? The Quantum Crafter is packing them, so it's just making the big ones.
Is not exporting, is just transform it.
So we just legit don't get that many from 1B. That's the only problem. So if I were to come in here and we actually keep tick accelerating this, hopefully, so what I really should do is that, now that I can. And then as soon as I get that bee spawn egg, we throw them back in here. And then we make another one as soon as we can. One bee was not enough for me, and I had mine with max genes. That's fair. That's fair.
Lex Unam says,
see.
John, in Discord is a
Oh,
way
that
to
makes
automate
sense.
it. It'll give you instructions there.
Automate it. Oh, this is... Oh. Ugh. I mean, you're right. That is a way to... That is gross. Does not look like fun. I've got the canola seeds. I do think we're going to fill up all 5 chaos bees just because I have the 5 of the other bees made for it already. I just have to get the chaos shards built up for that. And as I make each one, they'll double in speed. So... we should be getting pretty close. And I'm not doing max genes on these. Kill more chaos dragons? Absolutely not. No. Plop that guy down, pick him back up, throw him in here. Now we're doubled. So we'll speed that up. Hopefully it should be making a lot more. And then... chaos. Should be able to make one more of these. gonna keep it going. And while those are making, I can actually come over here and we'll speed up the draconic fusion crafting as well. That way all of this happens basically instantly. And then I can just set the bee down, pick him back up, and we can get more of these fragments quicker. Is the Pokey Pokey gene upgrade work, or would that be too slow? I think that'd be too slow, which is kind of why I'm doing this. If you upgrade your bow to chaotic, you can just break the crystals without having to wait for the guardian to attack them. Really? Fascinating. Okay, so I've actually got one more of those now. So I should be able to just keep this going. And then I can go throw these 2 bees in, and then we can make the 5th one here in just a second. Actually, we'll just go put this one in. We'll put this one in, and then we will tick accelerate it again. And then by that point, we should be able to make the last 2. Or the last one. But it looks like this is the only thing that is in any way slowing us down from being able to craft that philosopher's fuel, which is very exciting.
There's code in the Discord.
There's code in the Discord. All right, I'll go look. Give me a sec. Soulbinder export, field vial from there, bottom slide. Okay. So you're just telling the SFM which sides to put it in, and it's putting it in based on that. I mean, it makes sense. I just think automating that thing is so unnecessarily complicated that I hate it. We'll tell that thing to speed up. As soon as we get this last bee egg, we will take it all. We'll throw them all in there. We'll speed it up a little bit. And then we'll see how many of these chaos shards we actually need. Did you add omegas to your centrifuges? I think that will increase production. I have not yet. That's a great idea. I have 20. I think we said fastest was 2 and 2, right? Okay, there's that guy. 2 speedier and 2 omegas, I believe, right? 3 speedier, so just 1 omega per hive to make it do the full stacks. All right, there's that. We'll speed that up, make sure it's going good. Yeah, it's not going to fill up or anything. We're fine. How close are those getting? Oh, it's going to be running for a while, I think. I think it's because it's having to make the actual bottles instead of just using it directly, which is fine, whatever. I don't care. I can just run for however long it wants. This guy, though, crafting doesn't seem like work. So it should have piped it all into here. Does it not pull it out automatically? How do I tell it to craft? Because it put everything in here and it has this here. It's just is not. This thing is set to only pull out that and it's not pulling it out. It doesn't. I can't. Only the auto. Oh. Oh, well, that actually makes a lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Yeah. I should have just made one of those. I'll take this one for now. I'll take that. We'll throw that one down. Oh, it needs power too. Flux point. Right there. It's got power. So now it should work. I'm going to put the ultimate singularity in there. I think it goes right there, right? Okay, let me make 17 of each of these other singularities real quick. Gold. And I'm going to have to cancel that craft real quick, but gold. Next, start. Pattern provider should go on a chest on top of the crafting table. You made one earlier, place it there.
Says, you made one earlier and place it there, and we told you only accept from the top.
Pattern provider should go on a chest on top of the crafting table, no pipes. Okay, so it has to go on top. I don't know why I thought this would work. So you're saying, where's my axe? We're gonna use that. No pipes. That there with this on top, that on top of it, that pattern in there, and then it connected up like this, right? Is that correct? It melted your brain.
Lex Unam says, yes, we told you like 4 times 3 different people.
Okay, well, maybe I missed it. I wasn't paying enough attention. All right, that one right there. Get it all linked up. I don't know why I thought it was going to work anyways. You guys are right. So that should work correctly now. Theoretically. I am going to try to tick excel this guy real quick. It's not going to make the gold ones that much faster, but it hopefully makes them a little bit. You can keep the pipe to send the items back into the system. No pipes for input though. Okay. So should I filter that pipe at all or will it know automatically? I hope it didn't send gold into here. It didn't. Good. All the way up to there. And then pipes. Pipe wrench. Disconnect that one. We're going to pull from here. It knows automatically, even better. In that case, I'm going to throw that in there, take that, remove it, and we should be good to go from there. Does that all look correct? It should put everything into the chest. It should then put it into the auto table. How does it know to push it from the chest to the table? Hello, when do you think of making the quantum computer AE2? I actually did that like 2 minutes ago. There we go. The table pulls item, it just does. Okay, fascinating. But you need to set the recipe first for that. Okay. How does one set the recipe?
Lex Unam says,
oh, here we go.
Magic makes it work.
Got it. So am I going to have to make a whole nother one of these real quick to make it? To set the recipe, you need to have the items on your inventory. Well, okay, that'll be a while then. That's okay. In the meantime, I'm just going to accelerate this, make sure it keeps making all the gold singularities. And then I did need to cancel out that one. Those are actually still going. We don't have very many of them. I am going to put these into like the first 2 that it seems to put stuff in, which are these close to right here. I'm going to take one of those out, put one of these in. Oh, that actually made a huge difference. Like instantly finishes everything up. Then let's accelerate the chaos shards again, just to make sure that we have enough of those. And then now that we've done that, let's go see. I think we finished the wither compasses up, right? 12 of them. What happened to the rest of them? Yo, Sir Welshi, thank you so much for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. Very kind. I think I got stuck with the charcoal, right? I think that was the problem. I used an ingredient buffer with a pipe instead of a chest for my singularities and went super quick. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Ingredient buffer with a pipe. Yeah, so the pipe seems like certainly makes it go faster, especially for... Oh, which one am I using? This guy right here, the quantum compressor. The pipes seem like the way to go for that for sure. Okay. That's 16 of them. Where's the last one? What are we waiting on? Advanced machine frame. What's the holdup? Did it finally finish? Did not. What's going on? Why are none of my crafts working? We cancel that. I just want one more then. Make one more. I don't understand why that broke so many times. But we have all 17 Withers compasses now. Now I just have to figure out where the heck those go. Just slightly off to the left. Perfect. Yeah, it's one of those two being dumb for sure. For sure. Sir Welshie, how are you doing today? How's your day been, man? Okay. Philosopher's Fuel. Unless I'm mistaken, we should be able to make all this stuff for it. Philosopher's Fuel. 17 of those. Chaos Shards is still the only thing we're missing. So we're going to go accelerate that just a touch more. We got like half the Chaos Shards we need. We're just not quite there yet. Let's go. So the Dragon Soul is going to be a rough one because there's a lot of those things I'm going to have to do manually. Or at least the Occultism one I'm going to have to do manually. 17 Dragon Heads. 17 Ender Stars. Focus of Summoning. And a bunch more Chaos Shards too. Empty Soulgent. Is there a way to get Dragon Heads? Dragon Egg Essence? I guess I need to do Mystical Egg for that. Seems like at least. Hoppers for Occultism, that's a really good point. I should definitely do that. Dragon Egg Seeds, Scales, Insanium, and Prosperity. Scales. Insanium. Prosperity Shards, and then I need the Crux for it, right? Dragon Egg Crux. Gonna be one of these. Okay. Oh, Prosperity Seed Base is what I need. I don't need Prosperity Shards. Prosperity Seed Base, that's the one. Alright, we're gonna set one of these up real quick. Assuming that it's probably gonna be my best bet for how to actually do this. Or modular routers with a distributor module. That makes sense too. Mambushki, how's it going? How are you? I'm gonna take this guy over here. Find a spot for him. Don't really care if he's got all four. I'm gonna throw it right there. That first one. That should be where the Crux goes. Make sure it's growing. It is. We should be getting Dragon Egg Essence now. So theoretically, I should be able to get Dragon Heads. Dragon Heads. We're going to make patterns out of this, though. That pattern. Blank Skull is that one. Soul Dust is Smooth Soulstone. Does it go into a furnace? That also needs to go into a furnace.
FPS in the serve. We are super laggy. A lot of red nums.
Sure, TTS has a Wixie apparent one that'll be easy. Yeah, it's got some Wixie. There's got some stuff that'll make it easy to make the other stuff at least. Going good. How about you, John and Chat? I've been doing really well. You haven't built a chicken farm IRL yet? The life changer. Semi okay, been a lot of back pain. Lucky painkillers are kicking in. Heck yeah, it's awesome to hear, man. Not that you're in back pain, but that the painkillers are kicking in. So I assume I need this, and then Solium Essence is going to come from something. Solium Essence. Solium Seeds. Comes from Solium Dust. Yeah, I have to get that from the Nether though, right? How we getting Solium these days, boys? Oh, from sieving. Do I have Solium already? I do have some Solium Dust, so I need to make the Solium Seeds. And then I'll be fine from there. And then that'll be everything for the Dragon Heads, and we can have that whole thing fully automated. So take that, throw that in here. And then I just have to figure out for the solium seeds. What tier? Imperium. Grab 4 of that. Solium dust. And the prosperity seed base. Let's go fix that. There we go. Let me in the door. Thank you. There's that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3, 4. Perfect. If you place your ear on the solium dust, you can hear Curtis Mayfield playing. That's funny. I have no idea who Curtis Mayfield is, but I'm assuming it's some sort of a soul music joke, right? Right? That's why I laughed, but I have no clue who that is. It probably shows you how uncultured I am. There's my gold singularities, though. Soul and funk. Hey, I was right. I was right. I got the joke, even though I didn't know the person. Gold singularities go right there. The next item is the philosopher's fuel. Something we were missing for this, right? Or was there? Philosopher's fuel. Still just 11 more chaos shards. Jeez, that is so slow. Is it not just absurdly slow? Maybe I should just keep crafting stuff while I'm just standing here. Okay, so philosopher's fuel, skip over that. Got Wither's compass, pulsating black hole. This guy, 17 of them. Oh. I'm missing some stuff. So I need a bunch more obsidian, a bunch more gravel, and a bunch more sand. In addition to some other things. I call it tasty looking iron.
Lex Unam
I didn't even realize I wouldn't have enough of that.
You can use those invisible blocks to let you though the bees, and camo the, to be like the green blocks so you don't have issues with a do.
That's true. That's true. I could do that. I don't have issues very often with it. It's just sometimes I'm just not aimed quite directly. Gonna make 10. We're not even halfway to 5. So redstone, iron, gold. That's gonna be my sieving stuff, right? Redstone, iron, gold. How are we getting that right now? Should I set up bees for that? Because if I don't even have enough to make the pulsating black holes, I definitely don't have enough for all the singularities, right? I mean, I guess I do. They're the redstone singularities. Geors, scale up the geors for that. That's actually a great point. Redstone, iron, gold are the 3 that I need. I'm gonna go ahead and line up another 17 of these so that I can keep working through those and I don't have to sit there and babysit it. So, geors, redstone, iron, gold. What's up, Pastor Mike? How's it going? Geors, each one. So, what if... Thinking through it. What if I just like set up a full line of each one of these, but for like redstone, iron, gold? Viewers are broken for materials. I know that. I just really expected by this point that they would have all built up enough, but they haven't. I could probably just take the others out too. That's a good point. Let me make sure I can make all of my singularities that I need to. And if I can, then we're just going to replace like one side with gold, one side with iron until it's done, and then get all the redstone ones after. For now, though, I'm gonna grab my casting basin, break that, we'll put it down. And then to make geors, we're looking at Gold Geors, budding gold Geor block. I need 1x sand into 9 molten gold. I'm just going to throw a stack in here, bad. Can I clear out whatever's in there at the end of it? And then sand. 1x blocks. I got 16 of them. Perfect. Fortune is kept on 5. Yeah, it is. Redstone from witches is OP2. What did you put? Fortune 15. Yeah, I really wish I could put Fortune 15 on everything. I'm pretty sure these have Fortune 5 on them. They do. So they've got the max that they can have. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's got 7 per side. But I'm going to have one of whatever Geord is already. So I just want to make 6 more golds. And then tick accelerate this and tick accelerate that. Pull it out, put it in. Oh. Why does it not let me dump it? That would be because I don't have a flux point on this anymore. There we go. And now we should have plenty. That's not what we wanted. Yeah. Give me that back. And then we're going to throw it right back in there. That's 2. Three, 4, 5. Nope, it's 6. Nope, it's just 5. Just a visual glitch. Uh-oh. Not enough gold? Oh, it's just taking a long time for that gold block to melt down. Eight years. There we go. For it. Accelerate. All right, that should be all 6 gold ones I need. And then I'll do the same with iron. Can I dump out of here? I cannot. Probably can just pour it and then break it. Perfect. So now, iron. Just going to take some iron and throw it in there too. I don't really care how many it is. That guy. Pour it. I did it out of order again. I hate how you have to be like hovering the right item in order to actually even pick it up at all. Was that not enough iron? Or is it because I pulled out the block? I'm just gonna put more in, because whatever. That plus where we just zoom. You can probably change it on the minimap settings too. Is there a keybind to make the minimap smaller? Or did you do, I think that's your GUI settings. Your GUI settings do that too. That's all 6 of those. I don't even want that. 6 blocks, 5 ingots. That's a lot of molten iron in there. So I should be able to grab sand. I want 2 more 1x blocks. And then I can grab the redstone. Grab the redstone Geor shards, because whatever. Plop that in there. Tick Excel, tick Excel. I'm going to put all of this into my inventory so I have some extra slots free. Select the redstone. Perfect. Okay. All that's done. I don't really care about the extra left there. What we're going to do now is we're going to come through here. And I know that one was redstone. I'm going to fill this whole side in with the extra gold. Let it run. And then I'm going to take this side here. Everything but the iron. And we're going to replace it with the budding iron. And let all of those run as well. Okay, hopefully that gets us some more gold and iron quicker. I don't know how much faster it will be. Yeah, the plus one is just Zoom. I did say I missed the old Minecraft soundtracks. They remove tracks or something. I never hear them anymore. I don't know. I actually have all the Minecraft music constantly turned off. Okay. With that out of the way, redstone singularity coming along nicely. Ooh, we got the productivity upgrades done. Get those in here. I think I just did the first two before, right? Can I shift click that? Oh, I can. Beautiful. We just have to do that on each one of these, and it basically should be instant. I'm not even utilizing half of these. Like, half of these guys are not really being used hardly at all. But that's fine. It should be basically instant production. To the point where I probably could, if we had soul surges, soul surge everything and still be completely fine. Or create another beehive of it. Makes me think I missed one. I said 17 at the end and I thought I'd just done 2. I did miss one. Past 100 hours, I haven't heard Sweden 1. The new track keeps playing over and over again. Oh, mega. That guy. Alright, now they're all full. Get the chaos shards going again. Sure, it's nice and sped up. Okay. We're making good progress getting all 17 of the things in here. Those are going to finish up pretty quick. Those will be followed up right after. Philosopher's Fuel. Cancel that real quick. That's not what I wanted to do. Philosopher's Fuel. This is what I actually wanted to do. See how close we were here. What on earth took those two? We had 34, did we not? Where did they go? I always play Minecraft with the music off and Spotify on. Yeah, I feel that. We're down to 3 chaos shards, but 2 of our sentient enders have disappeared. I don't think we're using them in any crafting recipes. Does the assembler matrix still have the ability to send stuff back that has been used? Jobs running 0. Stop all crafting and return all jobs. I don't want to do that with the whatever. The other job's running, but I also don't think it would have sent it to here. No, they're just in space somewhere. Okay. It's in your crafting on a stick menu. Is it really? I don't even know how to get to that. I don't even have crafting on a stick on me. On the terminal, the crafting table V? Oh, they're there. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Nope, I'm there. I got it. We're good. We're good. I'm just crazy. I saw them. It just took me too long. The universal terminal. Crafting on a stick threw me for a loop there. I get what you're saying now and why you said it. But that really, really threw me for a loop. Okay. Hoping that gets me the last 3 shards I need. 2 shards. We're down to 2 shards. And then we can finish making all of that. I think the goal is to get down to like 2 or 3 things left by the end of this stream. That's what I would really like to get to. And I don't think that's going to be hard to do. I really don't. Why it was I knew I was missing an extra 17 earlier. So what's the block that goes up? It's just another singularity, isn't it? Yeah, that's the iron one. Okay, so Nexium emitter. Start from the other side. Nexium emitter. If I wanted to make 17 of those, what am I needing? Oh, that's going to take a lot of stuff now that I'm thinking about it. All the AE2 stuff involved in that? How far are you on obsidian and logs? Those are the ones that took the longest. I already have the logs. The only thing, I'm missing a little bit of obsidian, gravel, and sand. But none of those should be too hard. So I'm going to need a bunch of glass. Like a bunch of glass. And then I need player aerial pearls. And then I've actually got to craft all the wireless universal. Okay, wireless universal terminals. Wireless terminals are fine. I'm going to make 17 of those real quick. And then 17 of these. And then I should be able to just combine one of each of them and get all of the others. Throw them all back. Those all should be good to go now. We're going to make them all fully charged. That way they all fit in the same slot. All right, throw them all back in there. 17 of those done. So I'm gonna need the player aerial AIE aerial pearls. These guys. I need 17 of them, so we're gonna make a pattern of that. That guy right there. Put the pattern into here. Aerial pearls, 17, and then I gotta go find a whole bunch of, what is it, zombies? I need zombies for that, right? You can smelt compressed sand for faster glass. I should probably do that too. Granted, my glass smelts pretty quick. The problem is the pulling out of AE2, which Lex has mentioned many times how to make that faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Flash home. Throw all of those in there. And so now, for that Nexium emitter, if I wanted to make 17 of these, I think glass is the only thing that was missing. Right? Transfer labels on the furnace if you don't want to stop using the factory augment. Oh, hey, wait. Good. We can just make all 17 Nexium emitters. Fantastic. You'll love to see it. That's awesome. So those are going there. That's going to be for the black hole. We've got all of the Nexium emitters being crafted. But for the Oblivion shard, what do we need there? Oblivion shard, 17. Nothing. We can just craft that. Iron singularities are going, which means redstone's done. We'll throw the redstone singularities right there, I believe. They go down there. Philosopher's fuel, I think, just needed a couple more shards, which are going as well. And probable probability we'll need to work through real quick. Let me go ahead and start the lapis singularities, though. We'll get those rocking and rolling real quick. And then I'm going to speed up the shards in here one more time. And then we'll go see if we can't make the Philosopher's Fuel as well. These guys. Bingo. Oh, man, we are absolutely cooking. We're going through this. Can they transfer labels that fast? They can transfer a stack every tick. Yeah, which is kind of busted. It's pretty wild how much they can actually do. Okay. Philosopher's Fuel's going. Nexium emitter's going. I could probably speed up some of the mechanism stuff for the Nexium emitters if I like really wanted to. Because most of these are going pretty slow, I think. And then some of these things are also cooking. But I don't know which ones of these I can actually speed up, but not very many of them, it doesn't look like. Okay, hey, actually, those are going now. The Oblivion shards are still not... What are we waiting on? Oh, that's all just Ortec. So it's just waiting on the Ortec stuff to finish up, which is fine. Speed that one up a little bit. All right, all of those are cooking. 12 of those, 3 of those. Oblivion shards should be getting closer. Does tick excelling the Ortec stuff actually do anything? I cannot tell. It seems like it might. But I not going like super faster. Okay, philosopher fuels are done. It does, but it runs out of power. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, that's basically anything. It can be tick excelled, but if it doesn't have the power being supplied to it that it needs, then it's only going to do so much. Okay, keep those sped up. Everything else is still cooking. I'm going to go put the philosopher fuels back in here. Where do those go? Those go on the right side next to the gold ones. Right there. Ortec needs a lot of add-ons to be really fast. You can power multiple faces and it helps a bit with tick acceleration. That makes sense. Both those things make actually a lot of sense. However, we were getting pretty close, if I remember correctly, to having all of it done. Take those, and then I'm going to tick accelerate these guys too. 15 of those are done. 2 of the Oblivion shards are done. That's fine. Okay. Oh, so the Nexium emitters are done. Nexium emitters, we'll go put those in. This is actually going a lot faster than I expected it to. Like, I know I tried to not necessarily automate everything on the first run through, but we automated a lot of the stuff, and it seems like was a good decision because this is going, like I said, a lot faster than I really expected it to. Those ultimate singularities are going to take a hot minute. But that's something that I can start an autocraft for and then just leave it and let it run. And singularity, pulsating black hole might be a good one to look at next. Oblivion shards. Go speed up the Ortec stuff one more time. Because we are getting closer there. Speed that up. Speed all these guys up real quick. Oh, it is just power there. It looks like run that guy a little faster, but it looks like these are the only 2 that are currently being used at all. Like everything before that's already done. I should probably make more compressors to help with those. Ultimate singularities took around 6 hours with 1 compressor. Sheesh. Okay, then yeah, we definitely want more compressors. You know what we might do? I have a lot of extra room in this building. I might take this side right here and fill it up with however many different items there are that need compressors. And then just let it run through all of it. Crafting advanced compute things. Like do 1 compressor per item. I think Lex suggested that earlier, so I'm going to give him credit there. I ended up making 12 compressors later for normal singularities, and those were a lot faster. Okay. We're up to 7 Oblivion shards. We got 10 more scheduled. It's crafting the advanced compute engines. And this is the last thing that is needed for those Oblivion shards. For the Dragon Soul, I think we're still going to need the focus of summoning. So I'm going to have to figure out how to make those again, which I don't think it was very hard. I think I did it kind of like on a whim. Improbable probability device. Look at that. probable probability device. 17 of them. I need nitro batteries. Oh, and then those syringes. The gassed syringes. I forgot about those. Why do I not have nitro batteries automated? I do. And why wouldn't it just make them? Is it because this one has like a slight bit of charge on it? Oh, the batteries have to be full. Well, that's not going to take long. But that actually makes a lot of sense, though. 51 batteries? That made it 17, so 51 minus 17. All right, well, oh, that's right, because it's at least, is it 2 or 3? Probability, this guy. It is 3 per. Okay, well, we can do that. That's not bad. It's going to take some time. But it's not bad. All right. How's Ortec looking? So still going? Still going? Sell that, and then to sell all these. I don't know if tick accelerating these Indiric lasers actually makes it any faster, but hopefully it makes it a little bit faster. I think power would really be the one thing that would make that faster. Iron singularities are almost done. These guys are almost finished. By the way, an infinity charger time wanded fills that battery almost instantly. My only plan for those batteries is to throw them on my hotbar and let them charge, because that will fill them up pretty quick. I don't know if that's the right way to go about it, but that's what I was planning on doing. I think that's what I did with them last time. The Oblivion shards go there. Glowstone singularities, diamond, redstone. Where's the iron ones? Irons go up top. So lapis is up next. We should do glowstone after that. Works too. I was just too lazy to wait for that. That's fair. So iron's about to be done. Let's go ahead and start the glowstone one. Glowstone singularities. I need 17 of those. I'm missing glowstone. Is there... How am I getting glowstone? There's not a glowstone gear. So that would have to be from sieving then, right? Glowstone dust, sieving. So I'm just not getting enough of it fast enough. Oh, soul sand. Sieving soul sand. I'm doing that, right? Am I not doing that? So I'm not doing that. So how do I have any of it? What? Is it not just that one, maybe? Like, is there normal dust? You get it from dust as well. Netherite mesh, dust, glowstone. Okay. So, theoretically, which one is the dust one? This would be, because it's gravel, sand, dust. Can I not tick excel these? Oh, that's so unfortunate. Are there higher tier upgrades? Or no? Diamond upgrades. I don't think there are. I'm just looking just in case. Because if that's how I'm getting glowstone, that's pretty slow. I might want to look at... No, there's not. Comparator upgrade? No, it's just diamond. You need soul sand, infinity cell to sieve without it going out. It's not running there. Hover the X to see why. Missing inventory on output side. Machine is working. Oh, so this just hasn't been working the whole time. Did I not set the output side on that? Do I need to like go in and use the hammer and set the output side? That's wild. Also, how did I never notice? I must have like really had a lot built up. Let's see if that works now. I have a hunch that it will be. Yeah, okay, all right. Well, now we should be getting more glowstone. Let me get all this stuff off my hotbar real quick. We'll leave that one there. Don't need that, or those, or this, or that, or any of those, or those. We'll keep this. Gonna fill up my inventory with these batteries real quick. Oh, that is not filling up fast at all. I really thought it was faster than that last time. Oh, it is 2 billion. Credit where credit's due. It's probably trying its best. Even like this, it's not. Overworked and underpaid. Did you send it to some other side of the hammer? I don't think I did. Use bypass limits on plug. So most of these should already have bypass limit turned on. They do. It's just sending it to me directly that it's having a problem with. Let me see. Connections. The flux controller is what sends it to me, right? The infinity charger works a lot faster with the time wand. Nitro batteries have power input limits. Oh, see, that makes sense. It's sending like 14 million FE per second to me. Granted, I could probably just walk around with them on my hotbar and not have any issues. See if I'm getting glowstone now. Though, no? Oh, there it is. So I'm getting some more glowstone now. So how much more do I need? Like 80k? Probably wait on that. So what's the next one that we're going to want for this? I'll skip glowstone. We'll do emerald. Emerald Singularity. 17 of them. Start it up. That way once the lapis ones are done, it still has somewhere to go. Enable inventory charging. Is that not already there? Would be faster for glowstone. Don't know how to have inventory charging on. Network connections, wireless charging. Inventory charging is disabled. So I got hotbar slots, armor, curios, main hand, and offhand. So I could put one there, and it would also charge. But some of those are getting pretty close to fully charged already. So I can basically do like 10 at a time. And it is pretty fast-ish. Not as fast as I would like for it to be, but it's fast enough for me. I don't know how you guys keep all of this straight. What do you mean? What do you mean? It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Which part's hard to keep straight? Okay, activating Manhattan module with boring mode off is not a good time. Maybe wireless charging with a power energy transmitter? Or make an energy hopper and throw all the batteries on a chest next to it. With binary mind, that makes sense. It will charge all of them at the same time. I didn't even know. Energy hopper? Energy hopper from Powa. Oh, I gotta go all the way from the bottom to the top. Just started ATM 10 a few weeks ago, and your tutorial vids have been super helpful. I now have unobtainium gear and a pretty good infrastructure, all thanks to your vids. So thanks. Dude, Astro Kids, Chris, I'm so glad. I'm glad that they're helpful. Why I make the videos, it's why I do this. I enjoy it. Helping people is the only reason why I even got into this in the first place. So the fact that you got something out of my vids to help you in your playthrough makes me very happy. So thank you. everything you guys do goes over my head. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, so I do have some that are done. Those guys are done. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I have a lot more to do. What if I just did this? What if I... So that one is already has one. Okay. This is what we're going to do, guys. Each one of these is getting one. And they should charge it up pretty quickly. There's one in the corner there that I might forget about. But whatever. The only one I'm not going to do, and you'll have to remind me, is not to do the one that is by the doorway on that side. Because that is the one that is set up directly to my wither in the compact machine. And I would really like for my stasis chambers to not turn off. Because that would not be a good time. That one there, that one there. Give me whatever we have left real quick. And we will finish filling these guys up. I didn't realize that this was going to be so useful when I made them all, but I think this is the way right here. Because this way I can kind of just leave them. Just let them do their thing. And then I can come back and they'll be all fully charged. So this guy right here, I think is the one that's on it. No, it's this one. Must stay up. Yeah, okay. So those 7 are already charged. Honestly, man, I don't know how you know so much about this game, but I'm glad you do because I'd be completely lost. Branson, I'm glad, man, because I'll be honest, some days, especially when I'm talking about other people that play this game consistently, I feel like I don't know a lot. But then I just realized those people are absolute geniuses, and I know probably a normal amount. Can you time wand reactors? No, you can't. I don't believe. There's no way to time wand up. No. I gotta meet you. I'll be lurking so that I can listen to one of your vids and try the next step. Be right back in a bit. Sounds good, man. All right, these are getting close. I'm gonna leave those there for now and just let them do their thing. Why did it skip lapis and go to emerald? Why did one take precedent over the other? That's weird. Dantai, got you. I didn't remember who you were, but that makes sense. By the way, I found a few days ago that you can time wand the mechanism fission reactors and make a ton of waste instantly and possibly explode it too. Ooh. So first of all, how'd you find that out? And second of all, did you do it? Did you make it go boom boom? Because if so, that's funny. A little bit fun. Not like super funny, but a little bit funny. That one. Saw it on Reddit and did explode one in creative though. Gotcha. Hey, that's cool. That's very interesting. I'm kind of surprised that they would add that. That seems like an interesting mechanic for the ATN team to add. Okay, so a lot of these are already pretty full. Like there was one back there that was not. I'm just going to wait for that one and dump the rest while I'm here. Yeah, do we definitely have more than half of them done? Like I'm like just on time because most of these just finished charging. That one's still going. Okay, once I'm done with all these batteries, we go back over and we see what else the improbable probability device still needs. I probably should have marked the ones that still had ones in it somehow because I have no clue which ones those were. And honestly, I might just throw them on my hotbar so I don't have to worry about finding them again. They'll charge up eventually. Instead of me having to work backwards through all the ones I just got done doing. That one's done. How many do I have? 51. That should be all of them. As soon as that one's done charging, we should be all done. Remember the Wither. Yes, I got that one. We're good. We're good. See, Tortzen is another one of you geniuses. Tortzen is incredibly smart. It's probably more of a base mechanism thing than ATM. Wouldn't they have to add some sort of compatibility to tick accelerate that? And doesn't that seem like one of the few things that they would have turned off for tick acceleration? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, it's almost done. So this is for the probability device. So if we said we were trying to make 17, all I needed is syringes filled with gas, which is only going to be a problem because I no longer have the ability to spawn gas. Syringe. What was the thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It was a squid in witch water. I don't have a diamond on me. Gotta go get one of those. I don't think so which block it is by enable observing ticks. Okay, that makes sense. Longtime viewer, any way you can get lava without using the EX mod? I don't know. I can't think of any. Unless like the oh, what's that wand? The one from AE2. Psychographic sector, fluid drawer, lava. Yeah, the fluid drawer one you definitely can do. Infinite pull from create. Yeah, those are all good ways. I was thinking the matter converter thing from AE2. Diamond, that's what I came for. Came for diamonds. I want a squid egg. Thank you. Then I want mob swab. Bat DNA, witch DNA. I don't care about either of those. Yeah, fresh one, please. Thank you. Mob swab. I do need my witch water as well. Witch water. Then all we're gonna do is set that down, let it go wherever. Place that guy down into it. Mob swab him. I should have had a weapon on me. I cannot see him. There he is. Thank goodness. Take the witch water back up. And throw that back in there. And that. I don't need that or those. It's a personal challenge to do no civs, no EX, and in a single chunk. Geez, that's pretty intense. That's quite a lot. Let me grab a feed real quick. Feed, chicken feed. Move all that stuff. That is the one for the bats. That's not what I wanted. That is a chicken one. This is the one I want. That'll give me gas feed. I know there's some chickens around. I don't remember where they are. Yellow carpenter bees, zombies, yellow carpenter. Did I kill all the chickens? Well, in that case, maybe I do need the chicken feed. 4 chickens. That's witch. Pig, sheep, bat. Schwab. What? Which DNA? I thought I had a chicken one. I already made the feed? Yeah, Cat and Paul and I combined the challenges somehow on top. Nice! Buy chicken spawn egg from the market. Of course. I feel like the market is always the answer. Chicken. Chicken spawn egg. Got him. Throw him down. Feed him. Let him explode. It didn't use my chicken spawn egg. That's cool. I get an extra chicken spawn egg. That's crazy. You try to limit my chunk. That limit. Can't get blaze powder without sieves or nether. Surely there's some way to do it, right? We turn this to gas. We can turn that on. I just need a bunch of these guys. That one's full. Just make sure they're actually all 100%. They are. So get those out of the hotbar. Put a bunch more in the hotbar. And go to town again. So I think it keeps filling up even once they're dead. Did y'all see that? Even once the death animation has started, the syringes will keep filling up as long as you keep hitting the entity box. Is that not kind of odd? Oh, one of those wasn't full. Grab that guy back. Those are all full though. Perfect. That's so odd. I don't think I've ever seen a mechanic that continued to work on an entity once it was literally already dead. I'm just gonna turn that off. Take care of all these guys. And I should be able to just throw all those in there. And I think that's everything I needed for the improbable probability device. Yeah, I get that, but the hitbox is still there for sure. Even though the entity's dead, though, it seems like an odd thing to have it continue to work. $17, so we'll start those up. How's our glowstone looking? A lot less. I don't know what all we use it for.
Says, John, we need to hunt dragons in the server too.
We need to hunt dragons. Are you talking about for ice and fire? We need to be dragon. Honestly, that sounds like a blast. I'm in. ATM star. Can do glowstone. We're going to do... I think we already did emerald. Let's do diamond. Singularities. Yeah, I've got iron and emerald. We'll do the 17 diamond ones next. And then I need to figure out where in here these go. Iron goes to the top. Emerald goes over there. Emerald. Iron. We're getting pretty close here.
Says, the dragons are so beautiful I don't want to hunt them solo.
That's fair. All right, let's grab some quantum compressors real quick. Quantum compressors. I decided I wanted 18 of these. What is up with connecting glass? Connecting glass. Okay. Let's make the pattern for connecting glass, even though it's going to add extra steps to everything. Just because apparently I turned it off at some point and it has to have that. Quantum compressors. 18 of them.
Lex Unam says, 1% sure you did the pattern wrong.
Why does it say 1%? You're 1,000,000% sure. I'm 100,000,000% sure I did the pattern wrong. There's no doubt about that in my mind. As long as this is actually working for glass. Why is the silicon not going back in? Oh, is it just slow? It is just really slow. That's all it is. I don't know what's going on there, but it's doing something. I might have just messed up that craft. By the way, I had the best seed ever. The second Ars gate I found, there was a scroll that took me to the end portal and was there within an hour of casually playing. That's kind of actually pretty crazy. The destined animation lasts like 3 seconds, I think. No, you're right. And then I get why it would continue to work. It just seems like once something's dead, there should be like a switch flipped, right? To say, hey, okay, you can't keep doing that. You can't keep pulling the syringe on them, right?
Lex Unam says,
But
okay, LSASU, do a router to pull fast from the furnace, is very slow like that.
you're right. What if I did a pipe? What if I don't know if that has any filters. It does not. You're going to hate me for this, and I know you are. There's no doubt in my mind that you're going to absolutely hate this. Configure, side configure. Left is eject. Okay. So then this should do it just fine, right? It's still got the same auto output as on. Is it because of the pattern provider?
Lex
Purple
Unam
is
says,
fuel.
Purple is fuel.
Got it. Output. How do I get it to output everything and not just this first line? That's what you did? Hey, I mean, it seemed like it worked pretty well. That was fairly quick. All right. Oh, it's just making a whole bunch of logic circuits. Poor thing. I will tick accelerate that guy for it. Just add more pipe. That might actually make Lex go insane. Time wand on the pipe would have made that go crazy fast. I'm realizing now. You're totally right about that. Super Mario was very pleased with your actions. That's funny. All right, so I've got the 18 quantum compressors now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take them up here. We're going to go every other block with them. Assuming I can. Like I may need to go with an extra row. And that one. Here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to take like the 2 or 3 off the end and move them over here so that it's all balanced. Ish. Break that one. Move them back to there. I keep logic circuits on a requester. I do too. I have them on the... I don't remember what I have them set for though. I also don't remember where the heck my requester is. That's right. They're all over here. They're actually right next to it. Yeah, 1242. That's exactly what I keep them on. Like 10 and 20K. I don't have that many of them. That's the one thing I didn't do. I have like 1,000 of them by default. I looked pressure craft coal blocks, the diamond recipe. I'll have lava in a couple minutes after 100 days. Jeez. That's a while. That's a while, dude. Okay, here's what we're doing. Let's look at how hard was it to set this up? All it needed was power. That thing is... The extra stuff didn't help at all. That's not necessary at all. This is all that was necessary. And that's just an import bus. So technically, I could just pipe it back to the pattern provider, right? Could I do this exact setup on each one of these? I use SFM to move the singularities back to the provider. That's smart. What would happen if I did this on each one of them? Obviously, I wouldn't use the wireless controllers for each one of them, but just theoretically. I think we're going to do that. I've got 18, which means I can connect one of those pattern providers to each one. Yes, that's what I did, but with transfer labels between the chest and compressor. Okay, let me look. Pattern providers. I've got 5. I want 18 minus 5. I don't have to do math. And then chests. I need 18 of these. And then Omega upgrades. I need another 15 of these. That way I don't have to worry about stack sizes. All right. I think we're cooking here. So theoretically, on top of this, we have pipes going in. And this is just so that I can use those top tier upgrades for pipes. That is the only reason I'm doing this, because it'll get all the items in really quickly. What's the chest for anyways? A buffer. You just connected mine straight to a pattern provider. It's just slower that ways. It can put all of it instantly into one of these chests. And then I can pull it all faster from the chest than I could if the chest wasn't there. That's what the chest is for. Yeah, so it's entirely just for speed. Darn it. It was inevitable. I knew I was going to miss it eventually. And so now we go pick the one I missed up. Put him right there. On top of each one of these goes a pattern. Actually, let's do this before, because I am going to need to put one of these in each one of these. That way I don't forget about it and be unable to put it in once I have all the pattern providers on top. That would be quite unfortunate. That one, this one, that one. Pattern providers. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now, cable. Dense smart cable. Dense can connect directly to these, right? Yes. So now we run a cable straight down the middle so that it's like as hidden as possible. And then it's going to connect to a wireless connector right there. That one, 2 of those. Shouldn't be too slow. Oh, it's all that stuff's being used by other things right now. That might actually be really slow. I could steal the wireless connector from the other one. Except it's also in use right now. Makes sense. I think I'll have to remember that for the next playthrough. Absolutely. It only goes in 64 at a time. Took like 5 minutes for one singularity. Yeah, it's pretty slow. That's why you put all of it into a chest and then pipe it out using these ultimate pipe upgrades. Which I am going to make a lot more of if I can find the pattern. That one. Can I make this? I cannot. Put that guy in there. So that should be 2. Means I need 16 more. And then I do have to provide power to all of those as well. I need to not forget that. Okay. Got all those. And go through and set it to pull on all of these real quick before I forget. Should make it easier to go through and put all the upgrades in. And then I just have to put one pattern in each of the pattern providers above. And I should be good to go from there, right? That should be everything. Provide power and then Make sure each pattern provider just has one singularity pattern in it. Perfect. All right, power. We're going to do cable, ultimate universal cables. And then I need a flex point. Let me grab one of those real quick. And then we're just going to run that straight through the bottom here. And that whole step up thing is honestly more annoying than helpful, I think. And then we'll plug it in right down here at the end. Select it. This one, power surge, bypass limit, they're all full. I think that's everything. Step height, yeah, it's rough. So now I just go down here. I figure out which ones I'm actually still using. Diamond and lapis are still being used down here. I won't take out those two. Glowstone. So that one's diamond. That one's lapis. So I should be able to take out all the rest of it. And then I just go pick one up here. Perfect. Now, the only thing I wish you could do, I wish we had soul surging so that I could tick accelerate the quantum compressors.
Lex Unam says, I flopping hate that mod that places stuff 1 kilometers from the place I want, or 8,333 Big Macs in freedom units.
All right, so singularities. I think I'm going to need one more. Am I not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Miscounted. 19? It is 19. Why did I only do 18? I guess I'm dumb. Quantum compressor. We're just going to have to build one whole more setup, which honestly is not that bad. I'm not too worried about it, but it is kind of annoying. Because it does mean I have to move the power one further. There we go. So then pipe, chest, and then I need one of those big boys, Omega. The ultimate singularity isn't crafted in one of these. It's crafted in one of the auto crafting things, which is not bad. And we already have set up as well. Pattern provider. So then I just have to do that. And then get one of the other pipe upgrades as well. Okay. Then throw that in there. This guy will need one of those, but is online. Too many channels. Oh, wireless connector's not hooked up. Yeah. So we still have to do that for sure. But I should be able to do that once this guy's done doing the lapis ones. And then I can just take the diamond one should already be done. It is. It's got 3 more lapis to go and then we'll be done there. So this one's empty. It gets diamond. That one gets lapis. And then we should all be happy and dandy and good to go. I think. Could be wrong. Let me accelerate that one real quick. We're up to 16 there. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Those improbable probability devices are taking a hot minute to craft. Even though you know what? I could have probably made more of each machine to do that. I didn't. But I could have. Should have. Probably is a better word for that. Schedule 16, yeah, it's got a lot scheduled. That's going to take a hot minute to actually finish up. But this is the auto crafting, or will be the auto crafting for the ultimate singularities. For now, all we have to do is actually, are the lapis ones done? All 17 lapis. Very nice. Okay, so I should be able to put those in here now. Lapis is over there. Throw those over there. So I really just need that and this. Everything else I think stays here. Well, that powered this. That stays here. What? Why on earth? I was pretty sure I put that in the right spot. All right, there's that. Break this guy, break those. Okay. I need these two things. Wireless connector is going to hook up right there. Select it. We're going to run down here and figure out whichever one it was connected to before. That one. And then, what is that achievement for? 128 channels. Look at us go. I should be able to see that all of these are online. 18 of 32. Should be 19. Channels use 19. Okay, yeah. So I was after one of them. Perfect, fine. So, ultimate singularity. I don't think this is going to work, just so we're on the same page. I think it's going to be close. But I think I'm going to be missing some stuff. Actually, no. Not for just one. For one, it should be fine. And with 167 at the end of our run. Nice. That's not bad. That's a pretty good amount. So I'm missing coal. And I didn't put the lapis singularity into here. How are we missing coal? Can I use coal geoor shards with it? Did you add something to get items out of the compressors into the provider? No. No, I did not. I do need to do that, though. I know what I'm doing. I'm not sorry. Gosh darn it. Why does it keep going to the wrong spot? So I just have to disconnect it from like 3 things. And then grab this. We're going to do that and that. Spaghetti's back. The Fim disapproves of this. You're the goat, John. Thank you so much.
Chowvox says, SFM disapproves of this.
I appreciate it. If this is going to be sort of one of those do what I say, not when I do kind of things, this is not the right way to do this. I'm well aware of it. But it will work. And is so much more simple. So much more simple. Three, 4, and then I just have to disconnect it from all of these. And then tell it to pull from the bottom. Make sure I did the same on the others, and we should be good to go. You could just pipe them from below. There's sky, and you can fly. You know what? You're right. You're right. That's a good point. I can't look.
Lex Unam says,
Carrying me through
"Pal,
ATM10.
just
Thank you
pipe
so
them from
much.
below. There's sky and you can fly."
There we go. All right. So that should now be fully functional. I think for some reason I am dreadfully low on coal. And I'm not sure why, but I am. So I have to wait a little bit before I can do the coal singularity. I don't even know what's making my... It's got to be sieving, right? I've got to be getting this through gravel and a netherite mesh. I just really slowly, I suppose. I mean, we can always take a look and see if maybe I messed that one up too. That should be this one. No, it's going. Oh, we're out of cobble. We are out of cobble. How? Importer. 71.4 mil is not the max there. How do I keep messing this up? It's none of this is complicated. It's got cobble. Do I need to set... Is there a way to set this to round robin?
Torrid Sun says, did you put your infinity cobble cell back after making the compressed blocks?
Yes. It is back in the system. Cobble is here. Cobble is here. Cobble is only exporting to one location presently, though. It is only sending to this chest. Can I make it a round robin? Yes, round robin card. Oh, it's just a whole card? Yeah. I hate when I do that and then I reach back over for my mouse and I accidentally right click. It is hands down the most annoying thing. Upgrade. Source, chemical.
Lex Unam says, do you want an answer for that? Or do you want to still like us?
Round robin upgrade. I got it. We're good. This guy. So then I should be able to put that on here, right? And then it should put it into all three now. No. How do I tell if this is connected to anything? Oh. Added importer position to the exporter. Let's see if that works. Okay, it's getting cobble again. That's so weird. I guess they just disconnected. Maybe I only reconnected one of them. So now they're all connected again. Okay, all right, yeah, so my whole sieving setup was just messed up for a while then. That's odd. There's a dimensional upgrade for BBL. That's awesome. Hey, that's actually really cool. I don't know what broke the link. I really don't. I have no clue, but it did break for sure. Maybe the update changed something and broke the connections. Yeah, it looks like my cobble, deep slate, and my blackstone are also not working.
Unam says, we told you about the round robin upgrade, but you said, and I quote, no need for round robin, is fast enough like it is.
Okay, it was.
I will.
It was. It is. It's not even getting close to using all of it. The problem is just that it just became unlinked. I mean, even this is probably using more than... I don't think this one's linked at all either. Yeah, it's just going down. It just had enough in it where it didn't matter. All right, linked right there. So none of the... Is this cobble? This is cobble deep slate. This is still making it, right? Yeah, it is. Cobble deep slate 1x. There it goes. I don't... How did those get in there? Is it outputting the 2x tip here? Not there. Here. Nope. Try again. Third time's charm. Should be in here. Okay, so it is getting a cobble deep slate in. Okay, all right, whatever, fine. Link the Blackstone one too. And then auto compact your Blackstone pebbles. Black. That is what's going on. You're right. Pattern encoder. That, and I'm going to go put this on one of these quantum computers up here and turn it on. It should go really quick. Throw that in there, turn it on. So I'm just going to assume that it also became unlinked from that. And I'll double check quick just to be sure. And then Right click that one. And I think I had a separate exporter for it, right? Yeah. This one. Okay. All of those should be back up and running now. I think it was probably an update. If I was a betting man, that's what I would say. Yeah, I had 24 million pebbles. We had pebbles going into our ME void for matter balls. Oh, that's really smart. That's a smart way to do it. All right, so I think I still have the 17 diamond singularities to put in place. Let's figure out where those go. Diamond singularities are down here. Hopefully we're getting coal and glowstone and everything again. I think we should have enough glowstone to do 17 of the... No, we're still short. Jeez. Okay, so I didn't want to go there. Can't do glowstone. Probably can't do coal. Could definitely do copper. Let's do that real quick. Copper singularities. 17 of them. Get that started. Those should be able to rock and roll pretty quick. These guys are stuck on something. So I'm going to cancel that. We're just going to start that one over again. And it should be fine this time. Okay, all 17 crafted basically instantly. Nexium E improbable probability device goes right there. Then there was one that I think I mostly just needed. Wait, that was philosopher's fuel. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this doesn't really count. I don't have 17 of them, so we're gonna throw that back. We got 5 left. What's this one down here? That is a copper one that we just started. Okay. So then Dragon Soul, pulsating black hole. Okay, dude, we're getting there. Pulsating black hole. So obsidian, gravel, sand. Still need a lot of those. Obsidian, gravel, sand. We've got some sand. We've got some obsidian. There's no way we have to sit here and time wander this, right? I don't think that's going to do enough. Go and see how fast your Frankenstein's going. We had pebbles going into ME void for matter balls. Didn't you say you were close on obsidian? You still need 800k. I thought I was close. I certainly thought I was closer than I am. All right, for sure. Hey, John, thanks to you, I'm playing the most ATM Minecraft I've ever played. Love your vids, so helpful. Thank you so much, JT. I appreciate that. Home of Alchemy for obsidian will be ages faster. Home of... That is not spelled correctly. T-O-M-E. Home of Alchemy.
Lex Unam says, FO obsidian, just go to any place and mine it. It should be a ton of obsidian, right?
That's true. Yo, what's up, Alex? How's it going? This guy. What does this do for me? Uses its charge to duplicate items. Okay. Okay, how do I charge it? Right click to read. Perform basic intermediate alchemy. You can right click altars of light to fuel them from redstone from the tome. In the end, redstone, Artful's crafter. Last item. I could get a lot of obsidian from the end pretty quickly, probably. Craft it with 8 redstone to charge. And then craft with obsidian to consume. Okay. Redstone to charge. Can I do blocks, or is this all I can do? Because I hate to say, but that ain't it, is it? Surely that's not it. Blocks work too? Hopefully. I hope they work faster than that. That was rough. Oi. All right. Okay, there's that. And then you said craft it with 8 redstone to charge, and then craft with obsidian to consume and dupe obsidian.
Says, RF Tools Crafter will make this extremely fast. Lex Unam says, RFT Tools Crafter John.
That's so slow. RF Tools Crafter. Okay, all right. Chosen uses this with RF Tools Crafter. It's been as an early mid-game Nether Star generator. Okay, RF Tools, RF. Crafter. What we're looking for. Not that one. Not that one. Not that one. This one. But I'm making patterns for it. So I can make the tier 3. That one. Crafter tier 1. So how do I charge it with the RF Tools Crafter?
Lex Unam says, chat, do you think RT Tools Crafter will work?
Tier 3 RF Tools Crafter. Okay, I've got it. I caught the sass there, Lex. It was not lost. Why am I missing blocks? What's set on fire? What's the command to turn fire off? That's terrifying. What on earth set this on fire? And thank goodness it didn't burn the whole thing down. It might have been lightning. 7 redstone gears feeding into the crafter. But geez, that's a lot. Game roll, do fire tick false or something. Okay, we'll do that. What is it? Well, stripped. That's what we're looking for. I don't have any stripped logs. Okay. Well, in that case, what's the other blocks we used in here? Polished jungle planks. Polished. Nope. Jungle. They've all been used. Is that terracotta? Here, we'll just use a couple pieces of that because whatever. Let's do that real quick. Slash game rule. Do fire tick. Sweet. All right, that's turned off. What is taking so long in my copper singularity? Something clearly doesn't seem to be right there. I don't know which one it is. Oh, there it was. Copper ingots are there. Why is it putting them? Oh, they all need that thing. That thing. What is the mod called? Extended crafting. Extend. They all need these. Why is it putting them back here?
Lex Unam says, put a block of something over it so you know which singularity is each one.
I should do that too, you're right. Oh, the ultimate catalyst needs to go in the middle. No? It goes there. Okay, anyways, ultimate catalyst. I do need to quickly make 16, 17 more of them. Oh, I have one for each. This is correct. No, you have it correct. Okay. The only thing now is going to be I didn't have all the copper in there, and that's going to cause issues. I wish I could open that up and put the copper in. Is there any way to get into that chest? I literally need to put this stack of copper back in, and that's it.
Lex Unam says, barrel to open it.
Oh, that's right. If it was a barrel, I could open it. I didn't even think about that. Oh, yeah, I could also just like hopper it in, right? Hopper into the chest. Yeah, you're right.
Hopper.
Yep. Yay. Hopefully getting close on these. One more. And then this one should be the copper one. Perfect. Copper. Grab one of those. We'll set it here on the side. Beautiful. All right, now it's not going to cause issues. That goes back. I've got the tier 3 crafter. You guys are going to have to show me what you want me to do with this thing, though, because I have no clue what we're talking about with it. I'm going to set it up here, though. So if I'm taking this tier 3 crafter, what am I doing inside of it? Giving it power. Got to do that.
Lex Unam says, Team Barrel, if you're not playing now your vote is invalid. Please vote FO Team Barrel.
Power surge and all that. That's full now. Okay. You can assign recipes to the top left. Place it down. Place the tome inside with some redstone blocks and obsidian blocks to lock the slots. Okay.
CB says, Team Barrel for the win.
Grab that one. Redstone blocks around it. So you're saying double click to edit this recipe. That one, this, apply. So that should charge it, right? And then it's going to need this and that, and it should just continue to do that. Only result will stay in input buffer. So it should charge it up all the way. So I'm going to need to automatically export redstone blocks into here. Okay. I'm going to grab an import export bus. We're going to grab cable. Right here. Then I'm going to throw this on. So close to being correct. And yet, so far. That there. Import export bus. I want to import redstone blocks, and it's going to have a crafting card. Crafting card. Are those? Crafting card. Redstone blocks. So theoretically that's working, right? That isn't okay. We got to infuse it with an infuser and some dimensional starts. That is internal. Now we will run out of redstone, but hey, we have obsidian. Disable it first so you can set the slots just in case it fills. How do I disable? Also, why is that going back? On to activate. Okay. Add acceleration. How do I accelerate? RF tools. I assume there's going to be some sort of an acceleration card. Those are all speed modules. Speed plus modules. Is this what I want? Speed modules. That's going to take more. I don't want to do that. It's gross. Is there a better way to do it? There are these them. Clock screens. Fill one slot with obsidian and everything else with redstone and click the R button. No need for modules. So excel the exporter, infuse the crafter. But that's after you set up the crafter. Okay, okay. I have not infused it. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's be super clear here. I have no idea what I'm doing. So how do I set these? Forget the remembered. Remember the current items. Okay. You said everything to redstone except one. Fill one slot with obsidian, everything else with redstone, and click the R button. I assume I'm going to import obsidian too. Click the R button. All right, are we happy with that? I never infused mine. It's fast enough. Okay, so we happy with this, right? And then do I set up a second recipe here where I put this in the middle and this around? Or just one obsidian there? And then this is going to go to the output buffer, right? Now click the button next to the redstone button in the bottom left to make it fast. Click the button fast. Got it. Okay, okay. Result will go. The remaining items like buckets will stay. Okay, okay. I'm there. I'm there. So this is ready to go. I'm there now. This all makes sense to me. That needs acceleration cards. Vroom. And then how do I tell this where to push out to? Side, flat, open manual, all. Add the Excel cards to import export bus. Got that. How do I pick sides? Can I pick sides? Because this is going to go really fast. I literally just need it to work. Is it importing? Oh yeah, we're importing. Everything really quick. It's just not exporting. Use router usually. I have no idea. You have to manually export anything. Oh, it's importing the obsidian, so it's not going to export it from there. So I need a regular import bus. That actually makes a lot of sense. I thought I was being smart using that. I was not. You get acceleration cards. And then we check here. Problem is, oh, it's going as fast as it's putting obsidian in there. The problem is that it's also putting redstone. Okay, so we're generating obsidian pretty quickly, it looks like. Obsidian. It's faster, that's for sure. I think my slow point is the fact that the redstone's first. I think if I were to put the redstone block second, where it imported those after, yeah, that's going to work a lot better. So it focuses on making obsidian full first, and then make sure the redstone stays full. That's perfect. Extended export would be faster. Try changing the mode in the recipe. Add extended importer. How much faster we think that would... Because it looks like it... This one doesn't look like it's filling up. It looks like it's exporting as fast as it can. Also, how much glowstone we got? 340? That is not fast at all. Glowstone is so slow. Time for 7 redstone gears. Yeah, exactly. We are going to go through redstone very quickly doing this. But I'm kind of okay with that. It is one of the things that we are going to need more of. In fact, is that one of the ones we have set up? No, it's not. We have gold and iron going full blast right now. And redstone and glowstone. Well, we can't do glowstone. Redstone's definitely on the list of one of the ones to do next, though. I'd use an importer and pipes, actually. It will be faster than the import-export bus. What's not running max speed here? That's what I'm wondering. The black hole needs a lot of something. It needs a lot of things, but this is one of the things it needs a lot of. What I do want to see... Can I make infinity cells for sand and gravel? Because if so, I'm going to. Gravel is getting an infinity cell for sure. Sure, I'll make crushers. And then, is there a sand one? Instone sand cell. Excellent. It's going to take a 6x, which shouldn't be too hard. I do not already have those. I don't have any of those patterns, but I do already have a whole bunch of 5x blocks. Probably don't need all these. I'm going to make them all just for the sake of having them. And for the sake of making the infinity cell. Gravel. I also don't have all of those. All right, so gravel we can make. We do have all of these patterns. Gravel 1x, 2x, 3, 4, and do we remember how high it made me go on this? Make the infinity cell. I think it's just a 6, right? Gravel 6x. Okay, so we got all the patterns we need. Those compressed recipes can be easier by making the bulk cell. That's true. And I have seen that. Cryptex has been trying to talk me into making that for forever. And I still haven't done it. But alas, here we are. Let's see about making those 2 infinity cells real quick. Infinity. I have the lava one just hanging out in here. What the heck? I want the gravel. I'm missing a lot of stone essence. And the sand. I'm also missing a lot of stone essence. Well, should have... I mean, I guess it's all getting compressed down, so it never shows up in a thing. Hammer compressed cobble for gravel and sand. That is a fantastic idea. I'm going to do one of each of these. So I'm going to put this back up here. Grab a hammer. Break that. And that. That's gravel. That one back down. Break it again. And that should be sand. Okay. That's sand 7. That's sand 6. Gravel 7. Gravel 6. Throw all that in there. I should not just be able to make the infinity cell. Sand. And gravel. Yeah, that was so much easier. That was a really good idea. You already have enough sand and gravel for the star there? Do I really? Well, now we have more than enough. I had no clue how much I needed. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to take one of these. And then I'll just break it down into the gravel. Where'd my hammer go? Take this guy. Though I've got the sand. And then I don't think I have the ability to make it smaller, though. That's the only problem I think I'm going to run into. Like... Sand 5 and 6x. What is needed for the pulsating black hole? Dirt essence, stone essence still needed, but I think that's going to change as soon as I get those infinity cells. Iron, gold, redstone, and obsidian's getting better, though. It's getting better. We're getting there. This guy is filling up a lot faster than he was before. We are going to run out of redstone for sure, though. No doubt about it. Okay. We should have finished the copper singularities. We're going to take those. We'll run them back down here real quick. Not that one, this one. I believe that goes there. So we're down to 4 items. For the ATM star, which is the ultimate singularity. We need the glowstone singularity, the dragon soul, and the pulsating black hole.
Turn your mob farm back on for redstone.
With what mobs? That's actually a good idea, though. The witches will give me that, won't they? So if I do like overworld on. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of redstone in. That's a great point. Very, very good idea. I think I'm also going to have this turned on just so it doesn't fill up too much. But yeah, we're still getting a lot of redstone in. Perfect. Mob filter the slimes and spiders. Ooh. What is that called? I know it's one of the pylons. Not the harvester. Expulsion. Interdiction? Yeah, that's the one. Interdiction pylon, and then I need mob filters. Unless I already have them in the one up top. I think I do. And if that's the case, I'm just going to snag them. The slime and spider ones. And bring them over here. Because it should, if I set this thing down right here. And then put those two in. And then make that 5x5 and on. Which is great for glowstone too. Awesome. Well, that's going to help on so many different fronts. And then I come back to here. Yeah, so just none of those are spawning now. Now we're just getting all of the ones that we actually want. And getting a ton of glowstone from it. Or some glowstone. I think now that I have that, I can probably turn this off. And then we'll start getting a lot more of the stuff. Perfect. I don't know about y'all, but I'm pretty happy with that. Guys at home, I'm just going to leave that guy running real quick. Okay, we have all but 4 items to make. The Dragon Soul is going to take a lot of manual effort. Dragon's Breath, Nether... Actually, that one's really easy. I can probably... What is that? Star. I'm going to make a pattern for that guy real quick, just because I guarantee I have all those things already. If not most of them. And so that should make the Dragon Soul a little bit easier. Dragon Soul. I need some Soul Stone, which should... I think I just need a pattern to make from my Solium that I already got going. Soul Stone. Is Solium Dust through that. So then I need Solium Dust, which is this. That's the pattern I need to make. Goes out of that. This one, that one. Make the pattern. Throw the pattern in here. Back to Dragon. You should also get coal there from Wither Skeletons. That's a good point too. And we're already almost up to 400k on Obsidian. That's pretty good. We are almost out of redstone. At like 0.5 mil. And headed down quickly. What was I looking for? Going back to this guy to see what else we needed. It still doesn't have soulstone. Did I not just make it? Smooth soulstone, soul sand, Solium dust. Did I not have that pattern? Soul stone is this. I guess I haven't made that pattern yet. I'll go throw this in the furnace though. Yeah, that was the only one I had made. Okay, so soulstone's done.
CB says, didn't make the pattern for the soulstone itself.
Yeah.
The smelting pattern.
Sounds about right. So I need some bone blocks. I need a couple more chaos shards. And then we're down to occultism and Rs for that, which I think we can knock out here pretty quick, actually. Bone block. Done. Which means I want to double check real quick. We're down to occultism and Rs. And some chaos shards. I'll go speed that up real quick. And then I don't remember what all we need for the occultism ritual or for the Rs ritual, but I'm sure we can do it. I don't remember either one of them being very difficult. I do remember that I had to create some empty soul gems in order to make the other ones. Soul gem. I had to make these fragile ones. Yes. So I need glass, eggs, iron, and then the Book of Binding Foliate. Glass, eggs, iron. Glass. Can I just have, thank you, normal glass. Eggs. Iron. And some hoppers. I'm going to make a bunch of hoppers. Because I am going to speed this up for sure. I don't actually need 40. But we're going to have them just because. So this one here, I don't need him yet, I don't think. So that one, 1, 2, 3. I'm pretty sure this is the right. Yeah, it is the right one. We're just going to believe it is. And if it's not, we're going to be shocked when it's not. And then iron. And then Book of Binding Foliate. So at occultism. That one. Dictionary Spirits. I deleted some glyphs. Did I? Oh, there were some underneath, weren't there? Didn't think about that. Didn't think about that at all. Well, so I probably... No valid pentacle found. Got it. Okay, so which one is this? The empty soul, Esvius' spectral compulsion. In here, go away.
Lex Unam says, unless in the quantum realm two stuff can't occupy the same space as the other, or hopper or chalk, you can't have both.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wait a second.
Torrid Sun says,
that's not even the right one anyways.
Wrong pentacle, it's the one on the deep dark island.
Yeah, I'm doing the wrong one anyways. It doesn't matter. How are we hoppering these things in here? Because it doesn't look like there's a lot of space to do that with. Any thoughts? What are our thoughts? A vertical hopper? That's a thing? Can I just put it on top? So you're talking about just straight up put these on top. But not like that. What? Go away. Like do this. And then come in with my glass, my eggs. Where'd the other half of the eggs go? Another stack of eggs in there, and then the iron as well. Well, it ain't pretty, but I do think that'll work. Okay. So now I need Book of Binding Foliate, which means I need a whole bunch of these. Actually, I just need 17 of these. 6. There's no way I could only make 16. That's wild. Come on, there we go. All right, 17 of those. And then I need to do this for all of them. And then get rid of all the random stuff I have in here that I don't need on me. So that I can tick excel this like crazy. And then do the rest of these. 4 more. And then I just have to figure out what all the other ones are for the next craft, and then we'll be done with this.
Lex Unam says, if only you could auto-craft it.
Can you? I feel like that was sass, but I'm not 100% sure. That means on one of these, I am going to want a chest. Because those soul gems have to be in a single one. Soul have to be in like a single inventory spot. What are these things called? Soul something. You can. Okay. I assumed it was sass. Soul gems. Empty soul gems. So diamond, copper, gold, silver, and then 3 soul sands. Soul sand, just make a bunch of it. 1, 2, 3. Copper, diamond, gold. Remember what the other things were. Soul
says,
gems.
SAS is strong with this one.
It is. So diamond, copper, gold. I need silver, those, and then the soul gems. So there are the soul gems. I need silver. And then all I should have to do is set the hoppers up for each one of these. So, nope. I will have to take the rest of this stuff out of these and dump it all in here. Perfect. And then one of these is getting a chest on top. And then this one's getting emptied. This one's getting emptied. We dump all that back in here. Getting gold, diamond, copper, silver, soul sand, soul sand, soul sand, and a whole bunch of these. Okay. All right. Soul gem. This one, I need the gin books. Book of binding. These guys. Make me a whole bunch of purple dye real quick. Sick of going to get it. 11, 16, 17. So then I need, it's called a dictionary. But I'll find it here. Dictionary of Spirits. Okay, all right. Nope, not those. I'm in the wrong place here. That's supposed to be here. All right. That should be all the soul gems. 17 soul gems. Perfect. Hopper works for the book too. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's good to know. I'm just going to leave that there. So next up, all we got is the Ars ritual. Okay. We're getting there. By the time John figured out it'll be late. Yeah, exactly. So we're looking for... What is that Ars thing? We're looking for the dragon soul. So I need 17 focus of summoning. That's not hard. But we are going to go speed this thing up for sure, though. Because we will need a lot more of them. And I'd like to finish that one before I get off stream for tonight. Okay. Our focus of summoning, right? But magic, yay, yeah, exactly. Focus of summoning. I need 17 Wilden tributes. All right, changed my mind. I'm not doing that tonight. That's just not gonna happen. Not that that fight takes a while. It's just so annoying. Focus of summoning. No, I already have to. I'm streaming half an hour later than I really intended to. So I think I'm going to call it there. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the focus of summoning. And I'm going to try to AFK to make sure I have enough of all of the materials that we need so that we can just move forward with what we're trying to do here. Why are those not? Because those are crafting. That's fine. So after time, it will. I can one shot. No, because it has to go through different phases. So I can like 2 or 3 shot it because of the power I have on that bow. But that's all we're going to do for today. We're getting really close to having all the 18 stars we need. But I'm going to call it there and head to bed. If you're lucky, you'll loot Pinata and get all of those from one boss. That'll probably be exactly what happens tomorrow. But I'm calling it there. I'm going to go get some dinner, go hang out with the fam, and I'm going to go to bed. All right?
Nom says, sadly the Wilden boss and the Botania mega boss can't be on-showed. BCS the mod devs
Exactly.
Don't let us.
They have different stages they have to go through. But anyways, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.